There's a big tournament going on now. None of your teams are taking part in except for Chelsea right now. That's the Champions League.
Momentarily, bro. Momentarily.
You're out, man.
Momentarily, bro.
Abbas, you're going to be knocked out, you know, by next week. And Alexis and Kojo, I'm sorry. Your team's going to be knocked out.
I know, Trey. You know me.
I know. Gandowski's going to get 4 goals. Ganabri's going to get like a brace.
4-5-0. It could be 4-5-0. I hope that happens.
Okay, so we've got the Champions League that's coming up right now. I want to get you guys' all predictions. Who do you guys think will win? And who do you think is like a dark horse for you guys? So I'm going to go to Abdi first. Champions League prediction. Who do you think can win it?
Now, for me, there's no team at the moment that stands out, to be honest. Look at all the big teams. Bayern, they could win it, but there's still problems. There's Barcelona. Yeah, they're in decline. There's Juventus and the Sarri. They don't really look that convincing. They're 1-0 down or 2-1 down at the moment against Lyon. There's not really Man City, inexperience. There's not really a team that stands out that you could say they're going to win 100%. But if I have to put money on someone to win it, it would be maybe Bayern.
Okay. Trey, what about you? Who have you got as your leading pack for Champions League and why?
I'm going to go Bayern Munich just because out of all the teams, they look like they play the best football in terms of counter-attacking, and they just have that fear. They have that fear that strikes me. So, like, the likes of Lewandowski, I'm scoring, 43 goals or something stupid like that. Serge Gnabry. Yeah, Serge Gnabry as well, having a very great season. And someone like Kimmich as well, who's kind of changed his position, which is more of a natural to him, playing as that defensive midfielder role instead of a right back, and making Benjamin Pavard play that right back role, who's more natural to it. So I think for the depth and quality that they've got it in all positions, and I think they can go for it, to be fair. So, yeah, I'll just go Bayern.
James, who have you got?
I don't care about you. I don't care about you. I don't care about you. It hurts talking about it because I know Arsenal will never get there for a while. But
I feel you.
You know, the thing is, I just don't care about it. But I don't want to say Bayern Munich. I don't want to say them. But it looks like it's just going to be them. It looks, especially with adding. Is Sane allowed to play?
No. Next season.
But even that just shows.
If he was, oh god.
Yeah. Actually, PSG. I'll throw my hat in PSG.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
I would have said PSG.
Okay. I believe in Mbappe. I know he's not playing in the round, but they should be able to get past.
Atlanta are a dark horse as well.
Yeah, that's my dark horse.
I think that's the dark horse for everybody. And go on. Let's see your pick then.
For me, it was prior to today was PSG, but then there's no Icardi, no Verratti, no Mbappe. Atalanta could whoop them. I think it's going. I literally think they could whoop them. But for me, it's Atletico Madrid. I think they're on the right side of the draw.
Bro,
I think they're on the right side of the draw. They beat Leipzig. They move on to a weakened PSG or an Atalanta, and then a one-off final. I back them. That's my favorites personally because of the draw. On the other side, everyone's got problems. What
about you, Kojo? Who are you saying with?
Before COVID, there was no clear standout favourite for me, what Abdi said. But since COVID and since the restart of the domestic league, I've watched Bayern very close in the Bundesliga, and they've just been amazing. They look practically unbeatable. And they've got this nice up and rail going in their camp, innit? Second, I probably would say City, but I'm not too sure of them because of their experience in Europe and they always bottle it. Yeah, but if I had to pick one as my main winner, I have to go Bayern just the way they're playing right now. Lewandowski's in great form. One behind, if you finish one behind the European golden shoe record behind Immobile. And yeah, I'll go with Bayern as a clear favourite. If I said to say a dark horse, maybe Atlanta, I think they can give a PSG a good game with their injuries and so on and so on. I think Lyon maybe could get past Juve, maybe in the second leg, because for me, Juve are not that team for me, which I can see them coming back from this type of deficit. And I feel like with this Juve team, they're sort of on a decline, and I think just the whole chemistry right now in Juventus team is not really at a high. So I can't see them getting past Atlanta at this current moment. If there's any team which I'll say is probably the strongest, they have to be Bayern right now. Just look at the results, and I feel like they've got the best European experience of all the teams so far in the Champions League.
Do you guys not think Bayern not playing football for 4 weeks, 5 weeks now is not going to impact them?
But they've played a couple friendlies I've seen.
Yeah, that's the same with PSG. They've played a
they're playing a friendly right now, PSG.
There you go. So
But
they've
man, no one-
and
no
But
one-
they've been training as well, so I think they will still be fine. But I think they can definitely contend for it.
see,
Yeah, like they'll beat Chelsea. Like they'll beat us.
Yeah, without the
It's just
yeah.
the next round. Yeah.
See, the team I've gone for, I'm going to agree with Alexis as well, as I'm going with Atletico Madrid. They're on the right side of the draw. They're already playing one game less than the opposition in the other side. So, and with that being said, RP Leipzig, it's a game, okay, if they don't turn up, yes, they could lose, but I wouldn't bank on them losing. Timo Werner's gone and stuff. So, you've lost an attacker there. Then you have a natural progression into possibly, for me, I think Atalanta will beat PSG anyway.
They could.
I could have them as the favourites. I know officially they're not, but I just look at a team that's played a lot more competitive football, they're a lot more direct, and
I think they're more hungry as well because they've got a lot UCL in ages. I don't
They scored the most goals or something like that, or top 3. Something like that.
What, Atlanta or Atletico?
No, Atlanta for like this season. If you include all European teams, I think like top 3.
They've got the most goals probably.
Well,
But Atletico, I think they'll be hungry to win the Champions League because that's something they've been striving for for years.
A couple of seasons.
The fact that they'll go into some of these games as favourites. When you go into as favourites for them, normally they play the role as the underdog in finals or just leading up to it. When you play that role as a favourite, I think that would be something that could probably hurt them. On the other side, as long as they avoid Real Madrid, somehow they could be able to come a one-game final. They'll still get them demons. That's twice they've lost to Real in a final. I do personally think that Real will get knocked out by City. City on that side of the draw look the most hungriest because for me, this has been a bit of a poor season for Guardiola. Yeah, he finished second. Yeah. Well, it was basically like when United finished second to Chelsea.
Yeah, City 17-18. You finished behind Liverpool by what, 19 points?
Yeah. So look at City as probably the hungry ones on that side of the draw. And if you really look at the way City have been in the Champions League, aside from probably Monaco, when they got beat by Monaco, they've been quite unlucky to not actually progress through. Actually, you had the Liverpool one where they lost.
Tottenham last season.
And Tottenham as well.
The Tottenham one.
Yeah, Tottenham won last season as well.
Yeah, Tottenham, Raheem Sterling scoring and stuff. So they've been quite unlucky. So probably you could arguably say they've been the best team to not win it in the last few years anyway. So I look at it from that side. But I've got Atletico sneaking through to the final. And as long as they avoid Real Madrid, I think they could probably win that tournament and finally just get that monkey off the back of they can finally get that European trophy because leading into the tournament, I think they probably played the best football or they've been on the best run because they
think it's the system?
League spots as well. And
it is their system. I think they're going to put us to sleep in every game. They'll win, but they'll put us.
I'm saying. You see what they did to Liverpool. The patterns were playing. Yeah. They had at least 8-9 man behind the ball. But you know what, Simeone, he's so structured and he knows what he's doing. That's what Mourinho wants to be right now, but he's just not it. That guy's finished.
Yeah, and I just think with Leipzig, they're going to come out and want to play. They're going to sit back and they're going to hit him on the break. Same thing with Atalanta and PSG.
Yeah.
Unless a team comes up like Bayern, who's well structured and won't play the tiki-taka style against Atletico, that's when I see them rise into a problem. But if you get a team that wants to play them off the park, I pray it's not Juventus because Sarri will get found out in that game because they're not. Juventus team is shocking.
So
the thing is with that Juventus, they've got good. They've got stars in the sense of Dybala and Ronaldo. If they turn up, it's a week, innit? It's 3 games in 1 week. They can turn up. It's as simple as that. Anyone can win this tournament.
I think that's
one-legged as well.
That's the unpredictable side of this tournament compared to any others. Literally, like basketball right now, everything's neutral. So it's
one-off game as well.
Best at that.
Oh wait, so all the games are going to be played in 2 stadiums: the Sporting one and the Benfica one, right?
Yeah, and it's just literally 1 game knockouts.
One game knockout.
Oh, so it's neutral. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So as an underdog, though, are we all unanimously agreeing that it'd probably be Atalanta that would be the underdog, or has someone else underdog?
Wait, hold on.
Atlanta.
Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, Atalanta.
Would you consider Juventus as an underdog?
Nah, I wouldn't because they've been in this position many times before.
Yeah.
Atlanta haven't.
Well, then no.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Form,
I understand the form bit, but I just look at it from the side of if you got probably one of the 2 best players in the world, universally known as, you're champions in your own league. You've kind of been to, 2 finals in the last 4 years, 4 or 5 years?
Last 4 years,
I can't really see you as an underdog. But I think, for me, I'd probably look at Atalanta as like the recognised underdog.
Because no one really knows about them, really. Yeah. So this is like this first year coming into Champions League. Well, second year now.
In the Champions League.
Yeah, first season. So they have to be a big underdog.
Yeah.
But speaking on that Juventus team, they've always like revamped their team. They've always been spending money. Like more in recent, they bought Arthur now. Obviously, he's not playing, but the likes of signing Ronaldo. You still have the Bar. You got Douglas Costa, Bernadeschi. They've got players. They've got too many midfielders as well.
If
they don't win, that, then it's a failed season in my opinion. Same as with City as well.
It is a failed season.
Because of the.
Juventus weren't that great in Serie A as well. You know this already.
They weren't great in Serie A. I follow Serie A very closely. They weren't that great in Serie A. I feel like if Inter had been consistent and not choked up, Inter probably would have been 19 times Serie A champions by now. So you even kind of got off one by winning their 9th one. But then again, you got experienced players, and you have Cristiano Ronaldo, which is very, very elite and clutch when it comes to Champions League.
Yeah, he's clutch for the Champions League.
You know what I'm saying? So did you kind of pose a small threat in the Champions League? And they're hungry because you have to remember, Juve have not won the title. So the Champions League, I think since 1996 or 1997, 24 years. And wild. They've only won 2 in their entire history. They want to catch up to Inter, even AC. Inter were 3 and AC were 7. So they want to kind of just kind of show that we are a European power. So not only just in Italy and our land that we can do it. But I just feel like right now, with the aging squad they've got right now, they haven't been at the highest of the season. I don't think Sarri's a tier 1 manager myself, personally. I think he did well with Chelsea last season, but I don't think he's a tier 1 manager. I just don't see how he's going to get this job done, really.
Okay.
I think it's hard as well, like especially when you got Ronaldo in the team, where I think with Sarri, as you said, tier 1 managers get the best out of stars. Sarri's not one of those men. I think this is why I think this year, if we had Sarri with like these young players who would buy in, they would have to. You don't buy in, you don't play. Yeah. So I think that's why I think he would have been perfect to manage them if he played them, but he wouldn't. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like that catch 50-50. And at Juventus, until the big stars like Ronaldo move on, Sarri won't be allowed to implement his philosophy there. So I think he's going to get sacked.
Just wants to be,
Yeah, I saw something the other day. Apparently, like he was telling Ronaldo, "I want you to play 9." Ronaldo laughed him off and threw a hand like, "Nah, stop it." He just went to the left.
Like, hasn't Ronaldo revamped his game to 9 anyway?
Ronaldo's been a 9 for like 5 years. He just started on the left wing that cuts in.
He's not as like how he was back at United, where he was just that out and out winger that would run at players and take them on. Like even at his like first couple seasons at Madrid, he was still like that, but you saw more like what you could say around 2017. He was more of that clutch striker that would just like be that main dominant figure that could just win you games.
You guys remember what Perez said about him, the owner? So before Ronaldo moved, the owner came out and said, "Oh, he's not like able to do stepovers anymore and beat a man." So Ronaldo got offended by that, and I remember reading about it. So he released a statement like via a newspaper saying he's unhappy and wants to leave. Later that year, he left. Like he's not one to take criticism. So I think can you imagine a player like Sarri, a manager like Sarri, who's never played in his life, trying to teach one of the greatest of all time? You don't take constructive criticism well. So